What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Yakrates here to give you guys the review for Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta Season 4, Episode 5. So we pick up where we left off with the whole Kai versus Pimpin' ordeal. So Kai says, pretty much tell him, like, you stepped on my boot. And Pimpin' is like, what you say? And Kai says, you stepped on my boot. Like, did I stutter? Okay, you heard what I said. So Lily sees the forest for the trees. She see what is about to happen. So she gets between the two of them, and at the same exact time, you can see that Donna is trying to pull Pimpin away. And Pimpin says, "I'll flip your little ass in here." And and Kai says, "That sound good." And Kai's laughing the whole time, just like, "What you gonna do?" Oh man, I hollered. Lily gets Kai, and there's points where they're separated and they come back together. They're separated and they come back together. Could have been edited. Diamond is pulling Pimpin back. Now, why he's being pulled back, he was like, "I'll flip your little ass." He didn't say, I don't know how. That should have been a dream game. How many times Pimpin say, "I'm gonna flip your little ass"? Like, is that all that you can say? Is that your own? Is that your only comeback? But oh, all right, okay. And then Guy says your cheeks jiggling, you shaking, you nervous. And again, all Pippin can say is I'll flip your ass. Okay, cool. Brad comes over to get the 411 or who drop kick cool. Shout out to Aretha Franklin. And then she and Judy Lee, because Brad whole thing is I don't need to put myself in a position to where I might have to sit here and fuck somebody up and then end up back in jail, which is smart. But at the same time, not Deb, Brat also needs to have that control over herself to where, granted, removing yourself from a situation is always best, but also learn how to sit here and just control you and not let what is going on externally affect you. Can't always happen, but it's definitely a good skill to learn. So Lily introduces Kai to Deb. Deb tells them you know, I'm sorry, Deb tells Lily I added him in. Now, this whole episode, Deb got me fucked up. And I'm going to get to it later because it's other moments. But the fact that you said I added him in, you ain't even told him what it is that you're doing. You ain't told nobody nothing referent in regards to the business aspect that you just added him in. Like, who are you, ma'am? But okay, all right. Okay, it's most shit that happened, so I'm gonna break all that down later. So God knows that he needs to tighten the fuck up because here's an opportunity for him to do something and to get his voice out there. And one thing about a compilation album such as this is, it does help because Wayne did this with the Young Money project. Timbaland has done this with I forget what it's I don't know if it was Shock Wave or Shock Value, but he did 1 and 2, which is good having multiple artists, being able to put some people on. And I believe it was our first time hearing Carrie Hilson on his very first Shock, I think it was Shock Value album, was our first time really hearing her before we actually got to see her. And then she fucked up the church's money with her antics. So Deb tells them all that they are going into the studio to record what's going on, I'm sorry, what's going on in the world right now type of song, almost like a We Are the World. But here's the thing, she's telling them they're going to do this. So unless contractually this is the show and she can do this contractually, how you telling these people? You ain't even asking them. But okay, and then she says Brat will do it. Now, in her confessionals, we see her trying to clean this up. But because obviously she's a producer and she knows what's being recorded, so this is her trying to sit here and clean it up. But you just said right here, Brat will be a part of it. Yeah, Brad don't know about it because Brad had already left. Kibbles and Bits don't know if Brad knows that she's being a part of this and is very unsure if he will do it. So we got Buku, Shania, and Reed. They're doing arts and crafts, some plant type shit. They rehash the party, don't care. Um, Shania feels that since Ayana has not reached out to her for the two big milestones that has happened in her life, why is she going to reach out to her? And she still doesn't see nothing wrong with calling Ayana's girlfriend the D word. She still doesn't see the error in her ways again. When she roll up on the right one and calls that girl a dyke, then when she get them paws put on her ass, because nobody care that you JD's son and you a chilly looking ripoff. Don't nobody care about that. I mean, the girl's pretty, but ooh wee, you so entitled. Your whole mentality is fucked up. Fix that. And then they talk about this whole EP project and the different egos and how this thing gonna work. So now we get DJ Hurricane. He meets with his daughter Ayana. Um, I want to say I like DJ Hurricane's shirt that he was wearing his confessional, where he had all not I won't say all as a list, but he had a lot of the names of people that we have lost to some form of police brutality, which I'm so here for, and I'm here for them also. You know, with the face mask and everything else, showing this. So it's not, hey, we're just talking about it, but it's still trying to show it. So I appreciate that. Ayana is negative with the COVID. Good for her. She wants to get out the house, which I feel you should stay your ass in the house. Now, if it's getting out the house for the sake of the show, cool. Other than that, stay your ass in the house. See, going outside the house will got your ass fucked up the first time. And then she says to him that she's depressed, and he says, "Get over it." And she even said, "Yeah, that's what a lot of parents say, but I'm here to say that that's fucked up." Regardless if your child is joking, when someone, especially if this is a parent-child relationship, says to you that I'm depressed, I'm having anxiety over this, I feel like I don't want to be here anymore. These are things that you do not brush under the rug, and you feel, well, just because you made it through, they should be able to make it through. Not understanding when it comes to generations, times are different. With some of y'all growing up, y'all didn't have social media, y'all didn't have all this stuff. So if something happened, it stayed within the community and it probably died. Now we have it to where everybody got a camera phone, everybody got internet for the most part on their phone, or unless they hook it up to Wi-Fi. So all these things are being put out there. There's cyberbullying. There's all these other things that are creating more anxiety for these children, causing them more to be depressed. And because these parents, whether they are Generation Xers or still even with the baby boomers, because y'all have continued with the same fucked up mentality that your parents gave you, which a lot of this mentality came from segregation and came from slavery, because y'all still have not grown up out of this mentality you are putting on your kids. And y'all are giving them stuff for a time that we really don't even exist in anymore, but still some very fucked up ways that are naturally fucking up your children. And then if your children or if someone close to you does decide to do bodily harm to themselves, the first thing is, I never saw it happening, man. Fuck you. Anyway, we get Deb Diamond, Pimpin, and Ree. So they're sitting down to talk about this project. Pimpin is worried about the money. So from what I've been able to ascertain, this isn't a charity project. So there is going to be money to be made. He wants to know how this all is going to go down. Deb says in her confessional, before she brings in before she brings the project to Brat and Kibbles and Bits, she needs to make sure that everyone else is good to go. You're saying this in your confessional, but it doesn't seem like that's happening, because you previously said at the party that Brat's going to be in it. But now you want to wait to, okay, all right. Yeah. You might be fooling a lot of people, but you ain't fooling me. Deb is asked about, the album name. Like, what is the album name? She doesn't know. That's a red flag for me. You don't know. You don't even have an idea of what the album name is. You have the concept, but no idea about the name. Okay. All right. Kai comes in, and I'm not gonna go through all the BS. He knows. Okay, he knows situation between Diamond and Pimpin. They together. He ain't even finna mess with that no more. He ain't finna entertain her. It is what it is. Good for him. Johnny joins. Then Deb tells them that Kibbles and Bits will be a part, and Brad will bless a record. Yet in your confessional, you see again, you contradicting yourself, which makes me believe you, because either you misspoke, which I highly doubt it, or in your confessional you are trying to clean this shit the fuck up, but it's not helping. She also says there will be other producers. Now Pimpin feels away because he is a producer. He's also a rapper, but he's been honing his skills as a producer. That's what he's doing currently. So he's not happy to hear that, because in his mind he was gonna be the only one. We'll get it's so much more here. Pippin asks, okay, well, what platforms are going to be on? It's going to be on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal. Deb says, don't worry about that. All that you need to be focused on is being an artist. Pippin says that Pippin is worried about this because the last time he was told that was when he was in a group, which them franchise boys, and he didn't go into specifics, but obviously something was wrong there where there was no business. And it's two things I want to bring up. First and foremost, this is really giving me this whole Faith Evans feel, because Faith Evans had did a song or did an album when she was on R&B Divas. I believe it was Atlanta. Had all the girls do this project, and I believe it was nominated for a Grammy, this and the third, but the girls found out that this was Faith Evans featuring, meaning that they were nominated. She was. It's the same thing, and what is really vexing me about this is they doing way too motherfucking much. Cause all this could have been real easy. Okay, me, Deb, you want to do this? Great. Talk to my manager and talk to my lawyer. My my manager will ask you the pertinent questions. We'll bring it back to me. If everything is right, also my lawyer will be there so they can draw up the contract to make sure that everything looks good. So before we start talking anything, don't talk to me. Talk to my people, because this is a business venture. Talk to my people, they will talk to me. And if everything looks good by what my lawyers say and what my manager say, I'll sign the contract and then I will come and here to work. This is not being done. And all these talks and Deb is talking around, double talking in circles and shit, wouldn't have been me. It would, granted, this is good for TV. But y'all, to see this whole business shit, and this is how people get fucked up in the industry, where contracts ain't being signed. Same thing happened with Lil Mo, though I don't see it for, but she did a lot of hooks and whatnot in the '90s, and she did a lot with Murder Inc. And she never got compensated for it. She was just on the record. Okay, y'all keep fucking up. So we got Pippin, Kibbles and Bits, Ayana, and BT. They're axe throwing. BT wants to do paintball for his B-Day, but Kibbles and Bits ain't having it. I would have told him, nigga, this ain't your motherfucking party. So either, nigga, you gonna be there or you not gonna be there. I don't need all that extra shit. If you don't want to do it, you ain't gotta fucking see again. Obviously, they scared of Kibbles and Bits. Okay, fuck ever. Ayana asks who gonna be there, and she doesn't want to be around people she don't like. In particular, like the biggest one is Ree. Not necessarily Shania, but really Ree because of they little Twitter back and forth. I don't really give a fuck about. But Ayana says to him like, I don't want you to feel like you have to sit here and like invite whoever the fuck you want to invite, which he should go to his party. But she says don't expect me to have conversation with people I don't fuck with, which is cool. So now we get Diamond and Brad. So Diamond's like, so are we gonna do personal first or business? Brad's like, hey, let's all personal. So Brad is happy. Diamond cannot find their happy medium because she's like, if everything is going right in the relationship, things are fucked up in the business. If everything's going good in the business, things are fucked up in the relationship. So she's just trying to figure out the balance. So they rehash the party and talk about the project. Diamond tells her about, the creativity, the distribution, her issues with that because she kind of felt the same exact thing where she was told to just work on this. She wants to make sure that the business is handled up front, which I think she's also saying that based off what happened between her and Pimpin. But again, I would not be talking to Deb. I would have Deb talking to my lawyer and my manager. You're not talking to me. We will talk when shit is signed and I'm in the studio to work. We're not talking before that. It's not happening. So then she says that it went from being this one track to now it's a whole album. So Brad wants to know who all gonna be a part of it, and then she hears her name, and Brad ain't having it. And Brad breaks down why she doesn't want to work with one person in particular, which is Johnny. Brad won't. She will not work on a track with someone she doesn't know. And Brad says that she's a legend. Now, again, love me some Brad. That is my Chi-Town sister. But what I'm going to say is, it's hard for me to really put her in there with being a legend. Obviously, she's not a because it goes pioneer, legend, and then I guess we could say icon. I'm gonna put Brad at icon. Okay, a legend will be a Missy Elliott, and then of course we got the pioneers. That's just how y'all tell me how y'all feel. Anyway, so now we got the studio. So we got Ree, Brat, Pimpin, Kibbles and Bits, Diamond that are all there. Diamond tells Brat that so as Brat's coming in, she says Diamond told me that there was going to be a meeting, but I don't know what it's for. Now Ree was there first, then Brat came in, then Kibbles and Bits and Pimpin, and then yeah, and then last but not least would be Deb. So Deb ain't on time, which again for me, timeliness is a big thing. I've always been a timely person, and then it's being in the military, 15 minutes early is it's 10 minutes early, but I've always tried for 15 minutes, and I've always believed to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. Being late never happens. If you can't be on time for your own fucking meeting, and you come in and don't even tell us why you late, strikes right there. I can't do it. I can't do it. So Deb in her confessional says that this wasn't publicly announced, and Brat and Kibbles and Bits was not supposed to be there just yet until everything got solidified, and now she's pissed. I feel that she was pissed, but I don't feel that that's what it is. Again, I feel like she's trying to cover for herself in the confessionals. Deb tells Brad, I tried to inform you. Now look, Brad ain't with the shit. she like, no, you didn't. I heard from you a many a moon. Deb says, anyway, moving along. See, here's the thing. This is when I would have came all the way about my body. Like, you not gonna sit in the words of Bonnie Blue. Shout out to her. You not gonna play me like a soybean burger, bitch. You not finna do that. But anyway, Brad asked, "Are so Deb was talking about a certain location. She like, well, are they cutting the checks there? Because again, it's a big thing right here." And she then says those records. So I'm sorry. So Deb talks about the "We Are the World," "Heal the World," and all these things. And Brad was like, well, these records have bona fide stars on there, people that were already solidified. And I think that probably would have been not really bona fide, but people that were already solidified, that were already known. And she said, with that being said, because they had bona fide stars, that's why it worked. This isn't going to work for that. Now, what Deb could have said is with the whole Young Money thing, with that particular album, because though we did not know everybody, it helped us to learn some of these other people with what they had on the album. So Deb wants Brat to help people with, direction. But then it goes from her wanting her to help the talent to her laying down vocals. So again, you don't have an idealized concept for what you want to do, which either A, Deb is on some straight con shit, or B, she's doing this for the show and she didn't have enough time to sit here and get everything together. But regardless, she's not all together and I don't like it. So Dad says if people ain't benefiting, I'm sorry, Brat says if people ain't beneficial to me, I ain't finna be beneficial for free. But my only, though I feel that, one thing that I will say is that can come back to bite Brat in the ass. Because just because somebody isn't solidified, you don't know what that next talent is. So you can sit here and not be on a particular project. One of these new faces could be on here and give you some hot fire, like Dialon from the band said, or come in here and give you some very angelic, serene vocals to make the project really work and sell, so that now you on the outskirts looking like, damn, I could have been on that. So don't shoot yourself in the foot now. And Deb says she ain't heard a Diamond song in forever, which that pissed Diamond off because like, so you want me in here? Because Deb is low key trying to say, I'm trying to help you out and give you a platform to put yourself back out there. I don't know what the fuck Deb is on. And then she says, this is so big of a thing, you don't even have to be on it. And she says it with an attitude, which leads me to believe something must have happened before. That she came in with an attitude. And then it seems like she wants to make this project bigger than what it is to make people like, okay, no, I want to be a part of it. Man, fuck out of here. So Brad says, you know what? Fuck it. And have a blessed day. And she walks out. Again, Deb is on some snake shit if I ain't never seen it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Y'all might disagree. And we can agree to disagree. But with that being said, this is your review for Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm about to go watch Bill Collective, episode 4. I don't know if I'll have the video up before the panel happens because the panel is going live in under 2 hours. We'll see. But if not, hopefully you guys will come to the panel on Sky by Nature TV's channel and see me there. I may cut up tonight, I may not. It really all depends on how I'm feeling, and because I'm sitting here doing all this talking, yeah, voice feel a little bit scratchy. So we gonna see. But that's all that I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Shout out to Terrence, giving you the real tea. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you all for the next video. Peace.